Make Space Jam 3.
Space Jam 3. You know what? We probably are too, and it fucking sucks. Nah.
It'll be Bronny.
It's gonna be Bronny.
Bronny.
Bro, that's gonna be the best fucking like Cinderella story ever. If like Bronny ends up becoming like that guy.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Just think. Right. That would be fucking insane.
What is
But
LeBron's trying to buy the Phoenix Suns?
no
He's trying
way.
to buy the team and then bring
Oh
his son to
shit.
Phoenix Suns. That's his goal.
And
I
then
don't
he
know.
could build a team around his son.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
he's
sure.
that
You
smart,
know,
bro.
Tony, you know about that? That LeBron's trying to buy the Phoenix Suns? You hear about that?
I don't think he could do
Bro,
it.
he's trying to buy it, bro.
I don't think he could do
What?
it.
What do you mean financially or like?
What do you mean?
Dude,
I don't think they'll let him own the Phoenix Suns, and that's what I'm saying.
Hey, look what
Especially
happened
for
with
that
Mark Cuban.
franchise.
Look what happened with Mark Cuban. He bought the fucking Dallas Mavericks.
He's not there's no conflict of interest.
And especially because how good they've been doing lately, bro. Like, I don't think they would do that.
It was something that I've seen that they're actually that LeBron was very interested in. He really wants to buy
Buying the franchise.
All right, no, let's just put it on paper.
Might be
What-
something he's interested in, but I don't know if they're interested
Would the
in it, you know?
NBA commissioner let one of the basketball greats own a team, specifically the Suns?
I can see it happening.
I can see it happen.
I can see it happening.
The Suns?
Everything have that.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
Well, I mean, this is not necessarily like synonymous, but like Michael Jordan owns Charlotte Hornets, right?
I
But
think.
he's not an active basketball player.
No,
so that's different.
He owns the Hornets, like a part of the Hornets.
I think he.
I
Do-
didn't
Oh, well, I think part. Well, he's co-owner.
I think he has a share. I think he has a major share, but it's not
We're
like
talking about straight.
CEO, like owning
Yeah,
the franchise,
I don't
like
think they would let
like
him
how
do
Mark Cuban owns the fucking Dallas Mavericks. That's what LeBron wants to do.
CEO.
Does
You
any
are the
NBA
CEO.
player own a team?
No, but they're
LeBron owns Liverpool.
They're heavily-
This fool.
Yeah. Yeah, he owns
He's in
Liverpool.
football.
I think he owns a percentage of Liverpool.
Oh, well, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's a football fan.
The sport
No way,
agency
fam.
that he owns stocks in.
See, but anybody's
Well, yes,
I can own stocks in,
Yeah.
in the Lakers.
But owning a
But,
fucking team.
but depending on how much stocks you hold determines how much of a shareholder you actually are. So like,
like a big shareholder. Huh?
yeah. So that means if you have
Well,
enough
look
stocks,
at,
that means you could own most
Perfect
the decisions.
example is what's his name? He owns the Lakers. He's part owner of the Lakers. Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
He's part owner of the
Oh
Lakers.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
and the Dodgers. Damn, this
but
boy.
he's part owner. But Bron's trying to own.
That's
the
what I'm saying.
entire Team.
And I don't know if they let him do that.
Yeah, I mean, he's the second most paid athlete in the world, so you never know.
Would they let like a big famous DJ own like a big like event franchise?
A big what now?
Like Insomniac?
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how much you would sell it for, but if you have the money, I think.
All right, like let's put it in Insomniac words. Would Insomniac let any of their signed artists take over Insomniac?
Well, do you think
Hell
do you think
no.
Pascal? You think Pascal would sell Insomniac to Skrillex?
No.
Exactly.
No.
So
There you
what the
go.
fuck? We,
No.
There you go.
But you cannot compare Skrillex to LeBron James. LeBron James.
They're great. They're both great, and they're ready for.
LeBron James is a multi.
Okay, then who's the LeBron James of E EDM?
All right. Sad to say, and I hate it. EDM
Calvin
is
Harris.
nowhere
I fucking
near-
knew it.
EDM is no
Professional sports.
money paid to what these athletes are getting paid.
No,
I don't know,
definitely
bro.
not, but
Calvin
I mean,
Harris. I don't know. Calvin Harris
paid
beef.
like probably like a couple mil a year.
A gig, bro.
LeBron just signed for like
A
400
gig.
million.
Ask Tiesto how much he gets paid a gig.
Probably like what, like 200,000, 100,000.
I don't know.
I think the most paid DJ is Calvin Harris.
I think it is
And then
Calvin
like
Harris.
Stevie Aoki and then David Guetta.
Yeah, I know, and bro, trust me, I know DJs are like the bottom of
Bro,
like.
we're the
Yeah, we're the bottom of that shit, bro. I know that shit.
Country are like the
Look,
It
Skrillex.
sounds nice. Hey, I get
Skrillex
paid
is the
this much per
LeBron
night.
James of fucking EDM, and LeBron James is the Skrillex of basketball. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just no one's fucking with that. I mean, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. Okay, well, there you go. That didn't match, did it? Shit, it didn't match. There you go.
Skrillex probably gets paid. Is probably like one of like the cool players that are getting paid on the NBA. But we're talking about like a top player. that signs for almost $500 million. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, okay, well.
we gotta talk about like different statues of money here. Like NBA in our culture is just not the same.
No, you're right about that. No, you are right about that for sure.
Especially if you compare like hip hop to EDM, bro. Hell, Lil Uzi Vert's getting paid raps.
Oh, true.
No, yeah,
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Like what artist, what EDM producer you see walking around just drip? Like
Diplo.
probably DJ Snake. You know, like
Oh,
exactly
Snake,
Diplo.
Diplo, Snake.
But that's like the pinnacle of like our shit.
Yeah.
There's not like, you know what I'm saying? And
Well, I feel like to be fair too, in terms of like,
like who's the Drake of EDM? Maybe not much money.
but let's be real. Salaries and like net worths of like EDM DJs and shit like that are not necessarily as publicized as like NBA stars and like public figures like a LeBron James. So we're not necessarily too sure if we could gauge like what their income
But you
is.
also gotta be realistic.
We could just only gauge what kind of
opening or closing out exchange and just dummy headlining.
right.
Exchange is not making enough money. Like even if everyone
We don't know that though.
model service,
Yeah, we really don't.
They're booking. I mean, because they could just be like again. We just don't know that. We don't know that how that.
Yeah, whenever you hear someone sign a record deal, you never really hear the record deal, like how much it was signed for. In electronic music, at least, you never really hear that.
But the thing is, but again, you're right though, because sometimes that night they're not necessarily worried about maybe like profits. They're just worried about like bringing in like a different demographic of audience that maybe Tiesto brings or another headliner that. So yeah, maybe sometimes like the objective of the night might be either profit or introducing a new
They need to
demographic
sell
to
those
the venue.
booths.
Like, why
Like-
do you never see Drake at like fucking Hard Summer? Why do you never see Drake at like? You see Drake at like EDC, but EDC's bringing in like fucking like $100 million or more. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see Drake at like the Nas or some.
I
shit
mean, it
like
doesn't. But
Why would he go to the Nas though?
because but what I'm saying to that is because like okay they want to bring in like a lot of people, but Drake's pay to perform is just way too much. Like instead of booking Drake, you could book like 20 other DJs or like you know what I'm saying?
respectfully, I'm not gonna book Drake to perform at the Nas. I don't know. Like that's just me.
Hard Summer, like they'll bring like a rapper out 2 Chainz or like,
Oh, word. I mean, that makes sense though. Like,
like Justin Bieber or like these big A-list artists.
S-list.
well, I mean,
Bro, you
look.
saw A$AP Rocky. Well, I don't know if you'd consider it A-list, but I think.
He's up there, but
And at that time, in like 2014, like 2015, he
Oh,
was pretty popping, and they brought him out to Hard Summer.
Look,
Oh,
all,
yeah,
I'm, all
during
I'm
that
saying
time,
is that,
yeah.
all I'm saying is that maybe a lot of times these event companies, they definitely want to bring this acts out, but we need to like also be mindful that a lot of these agencies and managers, they're very selective, and artists too. Like they're
Artists,
selective. Are
artists.
on
Why
what-
would
on
Drake
who-
do that? Like,
you see, right? I'm pretty sure Drake
I don't remember.
No, Metro Boomin brought out Drake for EDC. Yeah, he brought him out for EDC.
Oh, Metro Boomin played.
Yeah,
EDC.
Metro Boomin
See,
played
that-
EDC. He
and
played
that
at
shit
the
went
bass
off.
pod.
And that shit
it went crazy.
Bass pop,
It
bro.
went
That shit went
crazy,
off.
bro. Literally, just straight up 808s filling up the
Something-
whole fucking.
Something that I didn't think was gonna work ended up fucking being I was there. It was a good ass
Bro,
fucking
that
time, bro.
that set, and then when DJ Mustard played at EDC in like 2018, that shit was pretty
it
good
was
too.
cool. I mean, we saw Mustard play at fucking at the
The
shrine
Shrine.
for the Borgor show that he did.
Bro, no,
Yeah.
bro, he plays trap like EDM.
Bro, he
trap.
was playing-
plays,
dude, he was playing-
He'll play the bangers. He'll
His
literally.
niche that
play some slaps.
his
bro.
niche that night was slap, and then the slap was
Banger.
the remix.
And then banger,
Yeah,
banger,
bro.
banger.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, it's LA, dog. Hey, we was bulling.
That's dope.
We was in that hoe.
Big time.
It's crazy, bro. All these like rap, like how they're starting to slowly mix in like rap with the EDM culture, and it is kind of fucking working.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Yeah, Drake's album. Hey, bro. Honestly, like, honestly, never mind. I hate that it had to be Drake, but it worked.
Why do you hate that it had to be Drake?
I don't know, bro. There's something about.
Like, did you
It's-
wish it had to be someone else? Like,
Yeah, I wish it would have been someone else.
Who could have been?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
right.
That's the thing.
Justin Timberlake.
Nah.
No, bro. It's like I hate that it was him, but he fucking marketed it so fucking cleverly, bro. It was gonna work regardless, bro. It couldn't
I
have
don't
been
think
someone
so.
else.
Well, Waka.
Waka.
He did it.
I'm so
He did
mad. I'm so mad that shit fucking worked, but I'm not mad that I'm not mad to the point where I'm gonna say the record sucked. The album was fucking fire. I'm not even gonna
The
cap.
album was good.
It was good, honestly. But this new album though,
That was fire. I like it.
You liked it?
Remy, he just got the thumbs down. Damn, Remy.
I'll be
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be generous. I'll give it
that
an
shit. That was harsh.
I'll
You were
give
like-
I'll give it an
Hey,
I'll give it an
but I didn't really like the raps or anything like that. It was kind of
Yeah, the production was fire, but like the
producers killed it.
yeah, the
But I
producers
just
killed
thought
it.
it was just them, just like easy work for them. I think.
Just to put it in perspective, I didn't like. I hearted like all the fucking like songs that I liked in the album. I didn't even reach the halfway part, like the halfway mark.
I heard like a good 8.
I heard like a good 6.
Out of how many?
It was 16, I believe.
I want to ask y'all something. Now with like the commercialization of like EDM being more common in radio, and we're seeing a lot more like these melodies and chord progressions being a lot more duplicated, right?
Yeah,
Well,
the
duplicated. You know, we're starting to see a lot of these like modern dance music tracks, right? Like being released by current like modern dance music artists, and they're like reusing like a lot of these like vocals, or not maybe vocals, but melodies too, chord progressions. Like I give you an example, like the David Guetta one, right? Like the replication of like the I'm blue. Like, how do we feel about that? Honestly, I don't mind that shit.
I don't mind it. It's been done.
I
I
don't
since
like
mind
that
the
it was David Guetta.
Okay, like
There you go.
okay, I don't mind it, but when it comes to certain artists, I'm like, that's when I'm in your mindset. Like, well, I hate that it had to be,
This person, but it
but
worked.
it worked. Yeah,
And
there you
it's
go.
good. And it's good.
And honestly, and it's also in that mindset of like, if it had been anyone else, like I ain't too mad either. That's David Guetta.
I'm
you know?
almost 100% sure he bought that song. Like I'm almost guaranteed. Cause like
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Oh,
otherwise,
100%.
he signed
otherwise,
to a label, bro, and
The label's
this
gonna
happens to a lot of like artists normally, bro. They'll get passed music around and be like, "Do you want this? No. Do you want this? No." And once someone wants it, like they'll be like, "Okay, now what do I do with it?" I think that's what happened to him. He got that track on his doorstep. He was like, "All right, well now what vocals who can I call to be on this type shit?" And that's what he did. I don't think he was the actual beat maker of that track whatsoever. He just produced it, as in like
right.
I got
Put
the
it
elements together. I think that's all he ever did.
Let me add some more. Yada yada yada. Let me get the vocals. Boom, done.
Yeah, I don't think he produced it whatsoever. Like it's.
I mean, for sure, it's possible that beat was already made,
I'm
and he
almost
just.
100% sure, bro. If we saw the credits to it, it wouldn't be him as like.
That'd be a lot of other names.
Yeah, it'd be a shitload of other people, and like it's just like fuck. I get why it had to be him though for it to work. Like David Guetta, that sample, like
Yeah. It's not only to make him music, it's making everybody.
it's to make the label
Yeah.
fucking money.
And it was much more of a distribution thing because of the name.
Mhm.
Because it could have been someone else for sure, maybe more modern, but because the label for that reason they see David Guetta as like this
It's
global
worked.
icon, and he already has his previous work with like his records and shit, right? And you know, I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on that because we're seeing a lot of that now, like in radio, where we're seeing a lot of like these like
People passing songs.
proven or like already like recorded type of like ideas, and like they're just being like recycled with either like different lyrics or different chord progression, and more so just different lyrics, right? But the chord progression, the melodies are the same, and they're just kind of like piggybacking off of that. I mean, honestly, like I said, like a lot of times it does comes out cool, but a lot of times it just comes out like all like it corny, like oh for sure it was just like for the bag. And I know a lot of songs do come off like that, but there's some songs where I'm like, oh damn, like honestly, like although it was like not original, like it did piggyback off of like a known well famous chord progression or like a melody, but like it still worked. And honestly, I'd like to see a lot of more of that shit, like just because like, it also reminds me of like just alternate versions of like a remix, like because in another sense that could have been like let's just go back to David Guetta track, right? Without the vocals, like it could have just been like an instrumental to like a different remix of the I'm Blue track.
Yeah.
But like because it's different vocals, it's a different track title. It's not I'm Blue, it's something else. But the chord progression and the melody It's all very, very, very identical to the Eiffel. What was it? What was the name?
I'm blue by Eiffel 65.
Eiffel 65, right? Yeah.
Yeah, some shit like
And
that.
I'm seeing this now with a lot of like dance music records where
Yeah,
like
it's coming back again because I don't know if you remember back in 2010, bro, like Pitbull, for example.
Or
Flowrider,
Flowrider.
Pitbull,
Flowrider
yeah.
was going ham.
Flowrider,
Pitbull was going
Pitbull,
ham on those.
everybody, bro. They were reusing those fucking melodies like a motherfucker. And I'm just like, you know what? This is kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. It was bumping, bro. It was making people.
I know Flowrider was a big person with that shit. And,
yeah, the whole like pop, electro pop shit back in 2010, like in the early 2010s.
but it
was big.
worked.
It
Like,
worked.
You see, it, like being played out in public settings. You'd be like, "Oh, okay, I see why they made this placement."
They're
on the
still
artist.
played out to this day.
I see why they made these artists behind this particular records. A lot of times it's this label, like you said, dude. They're just like they're chest moving that shit. Like, okay, yeah, like we got the record, like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just have to hit up whatever label released the original song, be like, hey, we're using this melody. Don't sue us. Pay them the fucking fee.
Yeah, just
Pay them the fee.
Yeah, cause they're just trying to pay out the songwriters and rights holder of the track of the idea, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
like for some, like for an artist like David Guetta, let's guess, like how much you think like he had to buy the rights for that. The I'm Blue, cause yeah,
We're probably talking like hundreds of thousands to millions.
flat fee, and then on top of that, maybe like some royalties too,
Yeah.
right?
I'll give you some perspective.
I don't know how
I
deals like
bet-
that look like.
I bet if we could look it up, I could be wrong though. I bet he didn't. I bet the label already owns the rights to those, so he didn't have to pay anything because he's on the same label. He's on the same label.
A subdivision,
Pretty sure that's what happened.
subdivision.
Owns it, so he doesn't have to pay nothing.
More money off the song.
Yeah.
So let's do
I'm pretty sure that's.
I'm
what
glad.
happened.
I'm
Maybe
really
it was
glad
a
you brought it up.
subdivision
Yeah.
of the bigger. Yeah.
It's just to make the bag even bigger. You know what
That's
I mean?
what it is.
Because a lot of times, I'm really glad you brought that up, Robert. Because a lot of times, artists give up their ownership of arts
Yeah.
to the labels,
To the labels.
and now the labels can be
They
like,
own the
do whatever
they
they
own the
want.
masters.
"Hey, I got
They-
the stems.
They
What's
own,
good, homie?
they own the masters.
Hey, I don't gotta go to no one. We own the rights. You can fuck-
Exactly.
yeah, who's gonna sue us? Us? And like, dude, I'm so glad you brought that up, bro.
It's like the owner of the label. Okay, we made a bag off Eiffel 65. Now let's double that bag and do it together. You know what I'm saying? Same vocal, same. You know what I'm saying?
You guys ever wonder? And you guys ever wonder why some of these albums that came out like in the 80s and 90s, they get these remastered versions? I'm like, bro, like, why are we getting remastered? Like this shit already sounds good, but I'm just like, oh, like they're just like
Make another bag.
they're just making
Yeah, they're
another
just making
bag.
another
They're just
bag, dude.
they're adding like a patch, like a video game patch to like the songs. Like, oh, like we can make it. This is like a better version of the music now.
Yeah.
But like,
When I was,
but this is a bag too, you know, like. But they own the
When I was,
stems.
like 13 or 12, I bought the Guns N' Roses CD, but the greatest hits. They just made a whole other bag off of just their best songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Beatles, greatest hits.
Bro, Drake did that recently with his Dark Knight demos.
True.
He just released a bunch of playlists, pretty much of tracks that already been out,
Just
fam,
made rap.
and made another fucking
Exactly.
artwork, and yeah,
You know, I feel like
and
it's.
it was like the #1 hip hop album that week.
I feel like when the people like when these labels approach these like re-releases of like these best hit shit, the label knows that they're gonna take a risk, so they don't have to get that insurance like fee. I feel like once people buy vocals off of a fucking like original song, for example, that they want to use on a track, that's like an insurance fee almost. I don't know. That's my perspective on that.
I mean, that could be seen like that.
Tiesto, a week ago, he just dropped a remix of an old Black Eyed Peas song. If you buy the song right now on Beatport, you're paying money to Black Eyed Peas and Tiesto. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! And Black Eyed Peas are nowhere near on the credit.
Are featured on that Beatport.
Oh, okay, they're featured.
Buy
They're
it, you're getting Black Eyed Peas and Tiesto.
what the
Which is
fuck?
pretty cool.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but going back on the whole vocal shit, that shit's fucking crazy to think about. Like how much people are charging for their vocals? Because I have a buddy of mine who's like working on an album right now. I can't say too much just due to like privacy. But this dude
Drop the
recently.
name.
No, I can't do
Can
it,
I
bro.
guess?
I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
Can I
But
guess?
no, you cannot guess. But you guys probably know already because we were talking about this earlier.
Oh, hey. Oh shit! Wait.
Yeah, nah, we ain't gonna do this. But so homie's working on his album right now. He has his track that he really wants to put on his fucking album, but the label's like, okay, but he used the vocal, and the vocals from the Suicide Boys vocal, and homie was like, okay, let's hit up their people and let's see how much they're gonna charge me to buy out the vocal to use it on the track. They wanted fucking 10 G's.
not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not G.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I was about to say. I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna say like they wanted like.
Yeah.
I thought you
No,
were
no.
gonna say that
But
shit.
the thing is this
Get alone,
homie has spent a bag already because he's adding anime elements. Like he's getting animations for his fucking
You
album.
know, if you're already going that far,
You
might as well go all
Yeah,
out, fam.
no, yeah,
Might as well,
but
fam.
this dude, like, he doesn't know because he doesn't want to blow all his money on it because it's like, yeah, I guess he has it good, but he doesn't like want to fucking take
I'm
that
gonna
big
do
risk
it
of.
unless I'm at a certain point in my career.
I'm just like, okay, I can throw the money. Yeah, he's in that point where he's like, I can do it, but this guy's really smart about how he moves in general in life. He's just like, you know what? Like, if I don't feel 100% about it, I'm not gonna do it. But it is on the back of his mind where he's just like, fuck it, you know what?
100%,
Don't do it. And the dude's literally just thinking about just releasing this track, probably like after he drops his album on SoundCloud. Yeah, like a throwaway track. Like I'm pretty sure we all have our moments where we just post throwaway tracks on our fucking SoundClouds where it's just like, you know.
I have a track like that I think I'm gonna try to like, cause I use vocals from like a Playboy Cardi track, right? But like I kind of
You have a lot of hip hop influences, huh?
a lot, bro,
Yeah.
a lot.
Your Poland remix.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
a
a lot
lot.
of hip hop influences.
For sure. That's what I started DJing at first and shit. So
Yeah.
but fucking I want to release. I made a track right with his vocals. And I'm thinking, okay, if it doesn't let me distribute it by myself, like what can I do, like
What do you
on
mean?
my own?
Distribute it by yourself.
Because I want to put it on all DSPs.
Bro, do it.
I know, but sometimes I'll try to verify it and it won't let
Not
me.
big enough artists to even get recognized.
No, but sometimes I'll try to I'll try, but it won't let me because
Don't
it'll.
put the name, bro. Like I put like straight edits out on my Spotify. I just released the edit.
For reals?
Fuck yeah.
This man got the cheat codes. I'm pulling out the notepad. Hey, yeah.
Seriously. Bro, we're
DMCA, did you get that? Did you get that?
Small of an artist.
To get
to
strike.
even Get like fucking. Bro, I just put out my remix of like the Fuzz, which is like a 70s fucking band. I just did a remix to it, put it on all streaming platforms. I'm not sure.
What'd you distribute it through?
Dude, DistroKid.
Oh.
All
And
right.
that shit's out right now everywhere.
All right.
Because-
And that shit is not clear.
No, I try to do that with. I don't know, maybe.
What was your DSP?
Well, I was using the Repost Network.
Then let's.
SoundCloud. That's probably.
Well, I mean, I know.
SoundCloud's a big fucking.
I know they're a lot more like label controlled for sure nowadays. Because I know like
they know all the bootleggers.
yeah, well, I mean, SoundCloud was really big on bootlegging until
Yeah.
the DMC and all that shit. They were like, hey, nah, bro, like y'all
Bro,
can.
I
That
even-
DMCA law got passed, and then we got fucked.
I even flipped a track that's not even out. That Coil Ray track that I have.
Oh
that I flipped,
yeah.
It's not even the actual track is not even out yet, bro.
The Coil Ray track?
Yeah,
See,
I sampled it.
I wouldn't do
I-
that. I wouldn't do that.
and yeah, so like I
I
said,
would put that out. Like,
Oh wait.
I
Oh
already
wait.
put it out, but I tried.
It's already
to,
out. It's already
No, I
on
tried, but it
SoundCloud.
didn't let me.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, like this is
Yeah, but
it's.
you was trying to.
But so what I'm thinking is now, like maybe I could just reach out to a label that maybe has those connections to reach out to
If
those
you-
people. You
If
know,
you look at a lot of Tech House and a lot of like #1 hits on Tech House, like on Beatport, all of them are remixes of old songs.
Yeah.
You know the whole '90s R&B, early 2000s is a big
It's
thing
easy
right
to
now.
clear.
Bro, they're all on there, like, and I think most of them don't even give a fuck.
Bro, I think.
Tiesto was the one that recreated Tech House track Gasolina. I think it was him where it's like he literally just grabbed like the concept of Gasolina.
Perfect example.
Oh well, yeah, there you go.
He literally paid someone to sing the same vocals, and I think he just paid like because he didn't get the original vocals. I think he just paid whatever it's called, where you could duplicate the same thing, but just duplicate it. You can't use the exact.
Who's your source, homie?
Bro,
He gave him that devious look too.
Why you making shit up, dog? I'm just playing. You know, there's a rumor too that wasn't even Acres' track at first. It was 4B's. Do you know anything about that? I keep hearing this shit a lot.
Welcome to
A lot of these
EDM
fools be saying
conspiracies.
shit sometimes too, though.
I'm
Like,
telling you, bro, beats just get passed around and people will be like, "I'll take this one." And what he's on a label, yeah. And A Craze was on a label before Do It To It even popped. So
No, Do It To It. I heard Do It To It was already out, and it didn't do good until he got it put on X label. Then it blew up. Like it was already out. on SoundCloud.
Was it really?
Yeah,
They just picked it up
Yeah,
afterwards.
they did it like his track.
Re-release.
They did like a re-release.
I mean, dude, that shit is very possible because I remember. I'll give you a specific example, more underground case though. Like, there's a cat out there called Kanoto. 6 months ago, he had a track called "Pain" on his SoundCloud, and it was a single release. Well, I hear the track, right? I was like working out, and I heard this track on SoundCloud, and I saved it, right? Then a month later, I was trying to find that shit again, and it wasn't there. I was like, damn, this was deleted or something. 4 months later, I hear an EP on Bygor, or not, Fresh Blood or Bygor, whichever one. And one of the track that I was trying to look for is in that EP. So I'm just like, oh damn. So there's cases right now where people are releasing
It's
shit.
not uncommon,
and
it's
either
uncommon,
the results are not necessarily there, or the results are popping. Like labels are reaching out.
We
Either
need
the
this.
producer,
Oh, yeah.
either the producer said it private and was like, "Hey, look, self-independently, I'm doing good, and with your label support, we can do numbers." Or label was like, "Hey,
we need this.
we can help you out. Yeah, take this shit down. We can help. We like it, and we could like."
Yeah, back to the whole my situation, bro.
Yeah,
Mine,
dude.
Because mine was only on SoundCloud, they're like, yeah, it doesn't even matter.
It could have been like that.
Dude. I'm a firm believer. That's how a lot of these labels are moving. That's how they're getting their catalog. They're just going through like underground
believe
acts.
it.
They're going through SoundCloud profiles. I could tell this artist probably want
A&Rs, that's what their A&Rs are
Yeah.
for, right?
for sure. And I feel like a lot of times the A&R process was just like, oh, you send unreleased music. And people a lot of times think that unreleased music are the demos that these A&Rs want. But a lot of times the A&Rs don't necessarily just want unreleased. A lot of times A&Rs, they can look at a released track and be like, oh, okay, like, and then with this shit in our possession, like, we could do some shit with it.
What I
So,
like about
Exactly.
this day and age that we're in now, and like being able to release, A&Rs are obviously not looking for the most popular person anymore. They're digging now.
they're looking for great investments, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily the artist, it's
I can
the...
drop a song with 50 views and get a sign to fucking Atlantic Records because my song is that good, or they like it. You know what I'm saying? And then now, for instance, another big thing is okay. I go back to that because yes, he was a trap producer doing his thing, whatever.
Yeah, bro, he was like
And
bass
now he just has the #1 4-time platinum song, bro. Like
house,
it
tech
just
house.
doesn't- You know what I'm saying? Like
I think it helped that he had built the name A Craze, though. I'm pretty sure if he wasn't A
did
Craze,
you know about him before the song?
yeah,
You did?
yeah.
Like was he someone that you were hyped about?
I had liked some of his music that he's put out before, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't.
If a Crazy's playing Exchange, would you go? Like that type of hype? Like,
I'm only-
Crazy's playing, let's go.
I'm only that type of hype with like a few artists, bro. So, but no, I wasn't looking at him like that at all.
Okay.
I wasn't even looking into his music. I just knew he was like an established artist.
I didn't find out about him until after the remix. Like once the remix
Damn,
started
really?
popping.
Me
That's
too.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then I did my back research, and then I'm like, oh, this dude was just like a
It's just a trap
like a
producer.
trap producer,
If I saw A Craze like on a lineup,
Jersey producer.
Yeah.
I would definitely go be because before we do it to it, A Craze for me was that underground producer where if you saw on a lineup, you're like, oh, bangers,
Bangers.
bangers.
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I want to say hyped, personally for me, but
like
I think
interest.
I'll be like, yeah, don't miss out A Craze. Like
Where's he playing at EDC?
at this time, he'd be playing bass pod because like
Right now?
no, not right now. Right now, it'd be like Kinetic Field or Cosmic Metal.
He was like,
He did play Kinetic Field.
He was a
did play
guy to
Kinetic
go
Field.
to, like,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the producers. Like the producers knew about him.
Okay.
Like, oh, he's a dude to go to. He's making some shit, bro. Like, and he, yeah, and when he plays, he's playing some shit too. So it's like-
There you go. There's that separation, like from the dance music consumer aspect, like the average dance music attendee. A lot like the A Craze name for me, like how I perceived it. People would be like, "Oh, well, I'm not too sure." But if you were a producer and you were like actively on SoundCloud, like searching for bangers,
know.
you knew like, "Oh yeah, hey, don't you were the one recommending people like, hey, don't
Facts.
A Craze."
Exactly.
Like,
You
That's
see
exactly
A Craze
what
on
he
a
was, bro.
you see A Craze on your feed. You're like, okay, let's check him out.
yeah,
Like
A Craze wasn't like from like the catalog you check out, like he wasn't that tech house producer at all.
Ah.
Jersey Club, hybrid trap, and a lot of it too. Like he get a little dubstep like with it, but now like obviously it's like right.
Hey, word,
Holy
man.
shit, the plot twist on that, huh?
I feel like that dude was memeing at first, and then like whoever picked up the record, they were like, okay, you need to do this. Like this is gonna be you now.
I don't know. I think like something major, like Warner Bros. Or someone picked that track.
No, it's a major. It's a major.
Someone huge.
Yeah.
I think it was Atlanta.
Probably.
Yeah, I just feel bad. Well, I don't feel bad for him. I can't say that now because we don't know what the results are as of right now. But now the homie has a lot of pressure and he has to keep that shit up.
And it's a fucking bang.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to check that out. I can't give a verdict.
Camel fat type shit.
Oh shit.
Bang.
Oh, A-Craze?
A-Craze.
The Believe one?
Yeah. Is it Believe?
Yeah, the one that he had a collaboration with like the something boys or whatever.
I don't put like yes to it because I don't know too sure, but he just dropped a single. Recently.
Just right now?
Not like maybe like a month ago or like a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Fucking banger.
okay, for sure.
It's probably not gonna match it, obviously, but it's
Yeah, he's got to keep that. He has to keep the hype train going.
You know, it's crazy that we're bringing this up because I was listening to a Tony Hawk podcast and you were saying that you'll only be remembered or like you will only be like in the momentum as like your last greatest big thing. And I feel like that's like crazy how like the amount of pressure that comes after like making like a hit record like that, you know, like trying to like still maintain your relevancy and shit
Yeah.
from like the hype of that shit and like I mean I don't believe I've ever gone through that situation, like obviously like having like a hit record and whatnot, so like I just can't imagine like the amount of pressure that comes of like maintaining and shit, you know, like
He did like a world tour off one song.
bro, like and I
Yeah.
think
No,
you know,
obviously, yeah, like he's been producing for this long, but now that he's like as soon as he switched up and started experimenting with this tech house sound, boom, he's got to do that now. Like that, there's his legacy.
like if we're thinking about
Immediately,
it,
it hit so fast.
Or he might be like a DJ Snake, who like could do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, yeah.
DJ Snake does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Literally, like you'll have a dubstep track, a house track, fucking tribal track, like
Literally that Habibi ass track
Well,
that
look,
he put
DJ
out, bro. That shit was
Snake-
fire. Yeah.
and A-Craze have one thing in common. I believe they're platinum producers and shit. Bro, you know,
Yeah.
they have like
Yeah.
that like achievement that they
Yeah.
share together cuz like
But DJ Snake has done this countless times.
for sure. Okay.
Countless times.
For sure, bet.
Steady,
no
bro.
doubt
Every
about
time,
it.
bro. Every time.
A big banger,
Platinum,
it'll be like a
platinum.
bigger
No
banger,
doubt about it.
bigger banger.
No doubt about it. But for sure, because A-Craze has reached his feet, like he definitely now has like that more of a pitching power for him to like be able to get like an opportunity like a collaboration maybe with like yeah. Well, dude, he opened up for DJ Snake in Paris, bro. And
Oh, yeah, he
DJ
did.
Snake's hometown in a big ass arena, sold out arena.
Oh yeah, he played.
I think it's
the
live on
PSG,
YouTube.
the PSG stadium. PSG, yeah.
the PNG Stadium,
The
bro.
PSG stadium, the Paris Saint Germain, bro. That shit's fucking fire.
And let's think about it real quick, bro. A fucking audiophile got this for a world tour. I mean, obviously the royalties must be going on. Yeah, he had a Las Vegas residency.
Yeah.
That's so hard. Like Calvin Harris has that. Like Calvin Harris been in the game over 10 years, you know.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he has hit records after hit records. This dude has one hit record. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's pretty wild.
Wait, and where's that residency at? Do you know by any chance?
He's probably playing either Win or like Town, bro.
That's fucking fire.
Residency. We're talking 60K, 100K.
He's gonna be there a while. He has a whole contract to play with them, honestly.
I mean, dude, his tour dates, I'm just like, damn, this guy, fucking, just off of this do it to it, like viralness.
one song,
damn,
bro. One song. I just hope everything for the best for A-Craze, and I actually hope he's able to compete that. Yeah, he
You know,
can keep it
it's weird. I don't know why I've been thinking about this, but I'm looking at all these like opportunities for A-Craze and like show wise and like music wise. I'm just like, fuck, like just off of one fucking
the
track.
doubt comes in,
There's
bro.
so many fucking people that like are releasing like so much music with the intention of like, oh, I release so much more music. Then yeah,
It's gotta catch somebody's
It's gotta
attention.
catch somebody's attention. Then you like see someone like A-Craze where even like before then, like the style wasn't necessarily like what it is now, and like just one track it goes off, and
Yeah.
I mean, given it's not necessarily as original, but like it's still his name, and it was still something modern that people fucked
He
with.
still
and
did it.
he still did it.
Unfortunately, like how we were talking about how Drake.
Or fortunately, homie.
Fortunate. Oh,
look at all the tech house 2000 R&B hits now we have, bro. Hey, you already know, son.
But it's kind of getting oversaturated now, bro. Which kind of sucks. It's bro. As soon as A-Craze did that, immediately I saw fucking remix after remix.
It's not saturated enough until I could go a whole night only hearing R&B tech house, fam. It's not that saturated.
Nah, bro. Nah. I mean, we saw so many people trying to recreate that A-Craze approach. Honestly. Oh shit. Yeah, it's been done. Honestly, it didn't do well. Yeah. It's a good thing that A-Craze did it, bro. I guess it worked out for him.
I mean, it was real interesting to see how much more tech house tracks we started seeing on the feed after that.
Hey, remember how we were talking about like a good minute ago how like tech house is dropping, like in terms of like people not really trying to fuck with it anymore. Once he released that shit, it kind of went back up again.
Well, I think people started. I feel like some shit like that kind of takes a while for it to kind of seep, because I feel like producers had started making tech house tracks, and obviously they weren't getting like the viralness results like Do It To It was, but I know there was still some sort of like there was some sort of like successes, like maybe for some people because they started making the tech house stuff, they started getting their 1,000 plays, you know, they started getting like these follows, and so it's like maybe they didn't get the viralness, but because they went this direction, now they're getting, now they reached their 1,000th follower, now they finally started getting like a lot more attention towards their project. 100%. So you know, I'm not gonna lie, I even thought about it myself, like damn, shit, Husky Tech House. And I was just like,
he was in the shower thinking about that shit too.
Dude, I was in the pool.
Oh,
I was in the pool.
Damn, where's my invite, bro?
Yeah, because I was in the pool and Tech House was playing. I was like, damn, the fucking combo, right?
Damn.
And well, I mean, honestly, looking back at my catalog, honestly, I didn't really like do too much of the Tech House shit. Like,
yeah, it's cool to play. It's cool to play out, but would you do it like personally for you?
Like, rate yourself at some point. Like, I don't like personally. I don't even rate Tech House.
Yeah.
I'm more like a minimal deep.
do you feel like there's a lot of DJs and producers like sacrificing like their true, like genuine creative self because they're just trying to feed in the trend? Either playing the music or making the music, like
Everyone sees the fucking wave and they want a part of it, you know.
right.
But some people don't get part of it. They just want to be part of it, but they don't, you know. Like you mentioned, some people get those 1,000 views for making a fucking R&B remix, you know. But,
Right.
I don't know. I think that's just dead. And I feel like for our, I don't know, it's gonna change soon for sure.
Hey, but you know what? I don't frown on people that approach music in like in a way of like, you know, I'm just like in this music shit to like objectively like get like results or like a bag, you know, like if that's like their intention, like that's like what they feel like satisfied with, like I guess like doesn't bother me. Like if some person was like, oh yeah, bro, I just became a tech house producer because like there's money in it, I know how that shit works, and like I'm cool. I'm like, I'd be like, well, I mean, at least you're like realistic about who you are, because I know there's some people like, oh yeah, dude, I'll fuck with tech house, like I love EDM shit, and then like you meet them and then, you know, they don't really like.
That's not Marshmallow. Like he's just in this shit for the bag, bro.
Now he is, yeah.
Like this fool is just,
I think since the beginning of when he launched that project, it was just a money grab and it worked.
Yeah, .com just wasn't like doing it like financially.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And then out of nowhere, bro, this fool's fucking franchising nursery rhymes.
the fuck is dying, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro, this fool owns like some of the biggest nursery rhymes on YouTube right now. He's making a fucking bag off of that shit, dude. Do you know how many fucking kids go on fucking YouTube to listen to nursery rhymes?
Who's making them back, Marshmallow or Shalizi?
Both at this point, because Marshmallow produced those fucking shits.
Right.
He produced those nursery rhymes. So obviously Shalizi's his manager. He's gonna get a cut.
Hey, but who? Right, Shalizi's a manager, but who owns the IP of Marshmallow? That's a real question. Cause yeah, .com Shalizi could be the Marshmallow's manager, but doesn't necessarily mean .com owns Marshmallow. Cause Shalizi could own Marshmallow.
Perfect example of like just selling out and not giving a fuck about your morals and just getting money. Because like, as like an adults and like into EDM music, how do you realistically listen to that? And just like.
Well, look, bro. I mean, but look, all right, but like, hear me out. I was gonna say Martian, bro. But look, dude, like we're adults thinking like that, bro. But Marshmallow, like he's like, if you think about like his music style, his niche and demographic, like his stuff is like a lot more catered towards like the younger generation.
Like my age, bro.
My little brother was Marshmallow for Halloween this year. Like it makes sense. No, I understand what he's doing, but you gotta think about it. He's doing it for like the bag, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if there's passion. I don't know if there's passion in it. That's what I think he's trying to say.
Oh, look, although there isn't passion, I could say that his music is providing some sort of usefulness, I guess, for the youth. Like you said, there's like fucking nursery rhymes going on and shit. Like
No, he's doing his part. Trust me.
he's introducing the Marshmallow sound. I feel has introduced EDM to a younger audience than I feel like a lot of these music artists have. Tell me a lot of these EDM artists that have broken through that like younger children barrier with their music.
Honestly,
not many artists, bro.
I can't remember the last time like an artist really broke out to the younger crowd. The only time I really think about is like 2011 when Skrillex was coming about, and I was 11 at the time. I was 11-year-old. Yeah.
But I'm talking about way younger, bro. We're talking about like 4 or 5-year-olds.
Yeah,
man.
kids. Yeah. Yeah, I have not seen this
There's
before,
baby
bro.
merch, bro.
I have not seen this. Oh,
There's baby
there's
merch
baby
of Marshmallow,
merch,
bro.
dude. You're right.
Like I'm just like, damn,
It got,
dude, like,
dude, the age demographic dropped, bro. Because like I said, 2011, it was like if you were in middle school, you fucked with it, and now you're in bro. You're barely like getting out of kindergarten, and you're already fucking with it.
you know, so think about the day, Robert. You showed us. I think it was you that showed us his first track. Was it Home
Yeah.
or something? Home, right? And you were like, dude, like check this shit out. Like this is like. You were telling me like it's just, and I agreed with you that day. I was like, dude, this is like something different. Like we need to keep an eye out for
It
this.
was very like plucky music. Like he came out like waves and like
Right.
a bunch of weird. He came out like 3 tracks like back to back.
The
that
M was
sounded-
just very
Yeah.
like.
They were just really like good, different.
They
Music
were good
at the
bouncy
time.
tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That song was sudden death.
Yeah. On his new album, bro. On his new album, bro. That,
That's crazy.
A major label album.
yeah.
Yeah, because that was what was he signed to?
So I know he has Joytime Collective, but is it a sub label of a bigger corporation? I don't fucking know. Actually,
If he signed to a label and that happened after the fact, most likely.
I guarantee you, Marshmallow is either Capital or Atlantic. It's one of those two.
Probably.
I'm gonna find it out right now. I'll
Anything
give you guys the answer
else.
right now. Give me a second.
Death, like, your music is so, like,
No, but have you heard the collab though?
no, I've heard it. I've heard it.
Right.
Like all like happy, like it's heavy, but it also has like the happy side.
Well, look, here's my take on like why I really like that collab like happened and it was an album. I think that was just like Marshmallow's way of like telling like the
Okay,
EDM
there's
audience,
that.
like our age audience, like yeah, I'm so hard. Like I can still like, you know, I got a collab with Sudden Death. What's good? I you know, although I'm like with the younger generation, like I got a collab with Sudden Death. What's good? Like I'm still out here. I think that was like much more like that, like approach for that. I mean, who knows? I mean, that's my take on that.
Weird collab. Like I'm not like the song wasn't bad. I just thought it was like a weird collab. Like, you got like hyper pop in a sense.
And then you got like Sudden Death's
Got
drop,
most
like
gruesome, heavy as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, so I'm looking at it right now, and these songs are all dropped on Joytime Collective, which is his own label that he started after like he started blowing up with like Home and shit. Because I think Home was released on Monster Cat, if I'm correct.
you know what? From what I remember, when you showed me the link, Robert, I think it was on his own page.
I know he's dropped something on Monster
I
Cat.
mean, it's possible a person can release on their profile and it's owned by the label, like type shit, and distributed.
Yeah. I know usually when you search it up on Spotify though, it'll show you if it's a subdivision of like a bigger label.
Yeah. Oh, man,
But I'm
that
just
shit.
seeing Joytime Collective, which is the label that he has started off with since he first launched his fucking career.
Let me guys ask something though, in terms of like labels and artists and like people releasing like music. Now that we're talking about this, what do you guys think is a fair like royalty split deal for like someone signing your music?
We're talking collaboration.
Actually, yeah. I mean, let's be specific. Like, let's say a label reached out to you, was like, "Hey, we like for you to do a remix of one of the singles we signed." What do you guys think is a fair like royalty split deal? Yeah, they're asking you actually. Yeah. We're being
So
specific.
they want you.
You get 60, they get 40.
You get 40, yeah, 60.
Because essentially you're remixing their song. They want you part of it.
Yeah. I think that's
But
fair.
okay, so you'd be okay with 40 and them 60.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
fair. I think that's
You
fair.
think that's fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't just get greedy with it. You can't. Yeah, no, you can't do that. It's not gonna happen, bro.
What if? Okay, but let's say Rami, and I'm putting it towards you. Like, let's say you get the but let's say just I guess so it doesn't
Just
really
scenario.
depends.
Just scenario.
So,
Go.
but it doesn't. So like I guess it doesn't really depends for you. Like the amount of creative work you put into it. It's just because you guys have the stems, you guys are automatically getting the like. I'm on for you guys to like get the 60.
Yeah.
Okay, so ownership. I got you. Okay.
Oh yeah, with the I guess we're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
Depend on you, first of all, the label,
I got you.
distribution,
Okay.
Give them the extra 10%, you know?
All right, now let's talk about just like a single release, right? Like let's say
Single release, like straight all original.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's like an original, right? 50-50 is cool. You
50
cool with
label,
that?
50 you.
That's the extra 10% that you're gaining because it's all you.
All right, let me.
You're still getting that like demographic push, so you're gonna give them their 50%.
Okay, would you be okay with 70-30? They take 70, you take 30.
Probably not.
Wha-
40, 60, 50, 50.
Would it matter if it was like a bigger label? Does that matter? Does that decision matter?
That happens a lot.
Yeah, maybe because they're taking a risk. Because they're taking a
I
risk.
heard that happens a lot.
Taking a risk.
70-30 or like 80-20. I've heard that happens a lot.
So would you like thinking
If it was a
about
big
that?
Label, like we're talking Defected Records, I'll take it 80-20.
You would take an 80-20. They take 80 and you take 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's promotion.
That's interesting.
For how long?
That's interesting. Okay.
Oh, there you go. For how long?
That's
How long?
interesting.
I couldn't put a time frame, but I just know that.
No, they're gonna put a time frame.
No,
You
I
have to.
wouldn't know what I would put personally. Like, I don't know.
They're
I
gonna
feel that. I mean,
start.
we
They're
should-
gonna start you off.
Okay, for sure.
4 years, maybe?
They wouldn't give you 4 years.
No, I wouldn't.
What would they give? What would they give?
Major label,
What would they give
So,
you?
like, if they're, this is how they usually would think.
10
If
years, huh?
they would want to get like a good 5 to 6, like they want a long time, bro. Because if they're gonna take that risk on you, that means they're
You
gonna,
need that money back.
yeah, and they need a
For as long as
need
they
a-
can.
Profit.
Yeah, and what if you actually do blow? Now they want to make that profit for as long as they want.
Yeah.
That's true.
With the first deal you made with them, which is the 80-20 deal. And then after that, 5-6
We'll go
years,
70-30,
if maybe we've been really good to you, then we can negotiate. Then exactly like you said, 70-30. But
Yeah.
that's up to you to determine. Like, wow, now what?
Would you do that though? Like a major label? Would you do it 80-20?
It
Major
depend-
label.
It depends on the label and how long, for sure.
Okay.
5 years, Atlantic Records, 80-20.
I wouldn't go to Atlantic.
No?
No.
Let's just say they want your track.
Yeah, it's just a
Let's
scenario.
just say Interscope, or let's just say, I don't know.
The only
Sony.
person I could say I'd fold like that for is like, and this is just because that's a label I've always dreamed. Is like a Bygor. Yeah, is Bygor if they,
But no, I don't think. Okay, I'm talking like
yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't.
worldwide.
I know what you're saying.
Worldwide.
I
distributed
understand
records.
what you're saying, bro. That's I don't.
It's just scenario. It doesn't. It's not the.
I
peak
know.
of-
I'm thinking. So, and what you think would be fair?
We're like on like a fucking like public status. Like Bygor is only gonna be distributed between like the community of base in a sense, right? We're talking like
Atlantic is everywhere.
Major.
Market, bro.
major. Like,
Okay,
there's something about a movie soon type shit.
And they're gonna do it for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I would take the 30. The
30,
lowest I'd go
730.
is
30.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
the lowest? 30?
I would take
Because 20. Okay, 20. Like that's.
I would take
mean,
20 depending on the situation.
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, it's really interesting. I'm glad that you brought up 80-20 because I talked to a lot of artists, and I talked to one recently that we had here in Riverside, and they were like, yeah, honestly, like a lot of times, like he was talking about like a well-known like EDM channel. Like a lot of times, like these like artists are like cool with just taking like 70-30 royalty splits. Like label takes 70 and artists take 30. And like a lot of times there's like renegotiations too, like after the 5, like 10, whatever the term was, right? Like there is that renegotiation step that can happen, right? But that's why those terms are really long, because a lot of times like the label or the rights holder, they don't necessarily make the profit up until like year.
Yeah.
They play labels play the long term game. That's why they want to own your shit. That's why they don't want to talk about no licensing. They don't want none of that. They want to own your shit for as long as they can.
Years.
Yeah, bro, and that's why.
I only said the 80-20 because like, and at this point, you know how people say like, oh, well, it's exposure. Well, literally, if you're on a major label like what I'm mentioning, it's that much exposure to the point where like maybe you're 80-20 here, but now you're 50-50 here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you're on this label, and now the doors that just open and the opportunities because you're on this label make the 80-20, 50-50 or 60-40. You get what I'm saying? Like it makes other opportunities,
It opens doors.
opens the doors, and makes you bigger. You know?
You could do too that I just thought of right now. Like if you wanted to like kind of like really get deep with like investments and like EDM wise, like you could literally like just like independently like buy out people's tracks, and be like, hey, I want not even like you don't even have to like.
not all tracks could be bought out.
No,
They won't let you do
well, that is
shit.
true. Well, that is true. That is true.
Just sold the whole catalog, huh?
he sold. Well, yeah, he sold like
Whole catalog.
500 million. Not all of it.
Future.
I don't think he sold all of it. He sold.
He sold a good
like,
amount of
I
them.
think he sold like 80% or something like that. But
Like
he,
$500
$500 million. Yeah.
Like, he does
But-
not hold those songs anymore.
But you gotta think.
He got
about it this
cashed
way,
out.
though. Like you don't know which catalog it is. You don't know which catalog he kept. Type shit. Like, and he's still making more catalog type.
He's
shit.
not gonna earn
So-
revenue from that anymore though.
But
That's-
he probably didn't even want. Those were probably things he probably weren't making revenue off.
Yeah.
of.
500 million off those.
Yeah.
So that's why he was like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You're probably gonna put it into movies anyways. Fuck it." It
yeah,
is
the
what it
full
is."
rights now, bro. Good luck.
But
to
you know, rights wise, it's so crazy how if someone knows how that business aspect works, how people can take advantage of underground producers that don't know. Like example, like a stranger can just go up to an underground producer and be like, "Hey, bro, I really like your record. I could give you this many streams. I could put this much promotion towards it. Sign this contract and like let me get ownership of it, and then I'll help
say
you out."
less.
And then
Say less.
and then they'll do the work, the PR work, right? And then the artist's like, "Oh hell yeah, my track's popping. I'm gonna get a check.
It ain't your track no more, son.
Hey, bro, I own your shit. Like it's you."
Hey fam,
But like you know, it's crazy how there could be some people like
Get a fucking lawyer. Get a lawyer.
Audiobot.
What about him?
What happened to Homeboy?
Well, I don't know too much. What do you want to know? What is that you like to know about or what do you mean?
Why isn't he as Homeboy? I'm not Homeboy from LMFAO, right? That's
Audio
what-
bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a producer for them.
What happened with him?
Well, he still kept making music. I mean, he's still making music. Well, what do you mean? Like, what happened to him? Like,
Royalty split, all that.
oh, I mean, I don't know specifically detail, but I'm assuming he's still getting like a percentage because he's like a songwriter and producer of it. So,
You think so?
I mean, it's been years.
That one dude who be around here.
Kenny Oliver.
Uh-huh.
Kenny Oliver, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we don't know how that deal looks like, so that song has been already like what 10 years now. So
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
I mean, who knows if he went back and was like, "Hey, bro, like,
It's over a decade.
you know." So, but again, we don't know. Like, again, we just don't know what his ownership looks like in that track, or if he just got like a flat rate for that. We just don't know like that type of shit.
You got some
And,
intel or something, bro? Why you asking that, bro?
Well, I mean,
I heard otherwise. I heard he had a bad deal. That's why like he didn't continue like going out with LMFAO and all that shit. That's
Okay.
why he couldn't continue making money using the audio bot like that's what I heard. Like that all
Right.
of that is
sounds
what I heard.
actually more correct because like, how are you guys up here and then I know we're just
Poof.
gone?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you guys are being slapped everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then just gone.
fuck, dude, they were being played everywhere, bro.
Now we just don't know. Like, there's no way.
And then you're in Moreno Valley. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, but you hear like you guys heard about like Michael Jackson like buying up all this fucking catalog and shit
For
too,
the
right?
Beatles and shit.
Right.
He bought Eminem's, right?
I think he did.
He bought Eminem's catalog too.
I think he did.
He didn't like Eminem.
And you know, and like you know, when I was young and I didn't know shit like that, I'm like, dude, why is this fool buying other people's shit that's not his music? Like, I don't get it.
Because
But
he need to take care of
but now I'm
blanket.
just like, oh, licensing. I fucking get it. Like, why is Michael Jackson? Why are these artists buying other people's music catalog? I'm just like, oh, like, I get it. Licensing.
Think of Michael Jackson versus Cost.
now,
That's
since
Drake.
he's dead,
Yeah, I was just saying because
Had a verse. It's not up no more, bro.
What do you mean?
wait, the Drake, wait, what? The
bro,
Drake
it's
and
not-
Michael Jackson?
So apparently, like this, it's not supposed to be like on that Scorpion album no more, bro. Like,
What?
really?
How come?
I played it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, I tried. I
Say right
heard-
now. No, it's
What
fine.
the fuck? I'm doing this shit.
You could tell that vocal was recorded way back then. Like the call.
No, yeah, they. I'm pretty sure these guys have files on file, like not files on files, but they had some shit.
Way different.
Hey, I'm gonna start buying people's tracks.
Hey,
right
bro.
now. I
Hey,
don't
tell,
care,
tell me how
Fuck it.
Juice WRLD is getting these. I mean, Marshmallow's getting these Juice WRLD vocals.
I mean, same
it's
label, maybe.
Probably
Nah, bro.
Not even. It's just.
It's
bro.
Joy Time Collective, bro. It's self-releasing under Marshmallow, bro.
But
That's wild.
Okay, well, it's whoever owns
Yeah,
the IP.
the master.
How much is he spending on those vocals, bro?
Like, I'm pretty sure it's his family, but that's a good investment for his family.
Royalties.
Yeah, bro, that's a good investment for
And
his
not only
family.
that,
Bro, unfortunately, he's gone. How else are they gonna like, you know?
Nah, that Michael Jackson song on Scorpion is still up.
It's still up, right?
It's still up on
Hey,
Spotify.
but hey.
On Spotify, it's
I thought it was
official.
going.
but like,
down.
hey, but in this case, it's good that the label does have like rights. Like, oh, I mean, like, it's unfortunate when an artist passes, right? But like, if an artist had like all the rights to the music and they pass away, then
there's nothing they could do.
Then nothing more than they could do, right? Financially, like
unless it was passed on to like the rights are passed to the family on under a will. That's it.
It automatically goes to whoever like is deemed liable for his like like you know how when you pass, someone has to take care of like your passing, like all that.
Right.
Whoever that goes to, you're all that shit. Unless you had it signed away to someone else, then that's how it goes.
In a sense, if Michael Jackson, now that he's passed away and his music's been out for a shit ton of time, do you think he's out of those contracts now and people could probably get those licenses now? From like the mom or like
I've never been in that situation. I've never been too deep in that. So like I don't know how that process looks like, dude, to be honest. No, I mean no. Yeah, we don't think about that.
Because he has family, I'm pretty sure that's always passed down. But say if it's someone that never had no types of family type shit, and then you guys heard of that 50, I think it's like 50 years thing or something like that. I think it's 50 years thing. So like after a certain amount of years, there's no longer like copyright.
Oh yeah, that's why people remixing these older songs.
Happy birthday song now and all this other type of shit like Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars, like copyright free. After a certain amount of time, it's like
his music or like the Beatles music is gonna be like that.
So when did Michael Jackson? When did Michael start releasing music?
Someone's gonna continue to buy that shit because it's worth money. Yeah.
When did Michael start releasing music? The 70s or the 80s?
Like the 70s.
Like I'm not talking about the Jackson 5. I'm not talking about Jackson 5. I'm talking about Michael. Just Michael.
Probably like the 80s.
80, 90. That dude's almost fucking there, bro. His rights are almost gone.
Dude, I'm thinking about it right now. If someone came up to me right now at this stage and was like, hey, bro, keep doing your thing, but let me buy your shit. I'm also thinking about like if I would do like some shit like that, if I would let someone like buy my masters, like
no revenue anymore. You just getting paid up.
Yeah, I'd be losing. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I get a cool amount.
You're losing passive income.
I'm losing passive income. I'm just like these fuckers, man. Business wise, like they out here trying to get the real deal, which is like the license.
But think about it this way then too. If you're gonna sign your masters, you gotta look at that price and then look at yourself realistically,
carefully, bro.
In these amount of years, am I gonna make what they're offering me?
Yeah,
like that's what you gotta look at. Like some people will won't sell their masters because they'll be like, bro, in 4 years I'm gonna make that much. Why would I give you my masters for that much money? Right. But if you're not gonna make that much, but why like now you can use that money to make more projects. You feel me? Like
create more product.
Lil Wayne sold a good amount of his catalog too for like $300 million.
That's not bad.
He's retired,
bro. I mean, honestly, 1 million. If someone gave me 1 million, like, dude, fuck. That's.
I don't know about you.
I can make that last, bro.
Bro, I don't know about you, but 300 million on my retirement, bro. That sounds like a plan to me, bro.
Bro, I have like 15 tracks out. $1 million, dog. What you mean? Like I'll make 15 more tomorrow.
Like realistically, if someone came up to you guys and was like, "Hey, honestly, whatever music you guys make, I'll buy it off of you guys. Just flat fee of 10 million."
10?
Yeah.
How? Like every time I make music now?
No. Like just like what, like whatever creative works that you do, like he just bought you out for 10 mil. Are you cool with that? Would you be cool with that? Would you entertain that thought?
Yeah.
Right. I would entertain that thought too.
I would take.
I could still make music, but it's not mine. But 10 mil. Shit. look.
I'm gonna take that shit and invest in some crypto or some bullshit, bro.
No, I don't know. I don't. Fuck. It sounds
awesome. Like 10
I'm taking that shit, investing some of that money, bro.
But why are they offering me 10 mil, Hemi?
It could be.
What do you know?
Yeah.
What? I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. Fuck. I'm too stubborn, bro. I'm too stubborn.
You know what? Now
why are you giving?
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna bet on my. Fuck your $10 million, bro. I'm gonna make my.
Now that I'm thinking about it, though, like. Let's say like someone wants to pick you up and throw a tour for you,
right?
Where does that go? Because you don't own your fucking masters anymore. Does that mean he's gonna take the money?
You just own your music rights, bro. I'm pretty sure like your likeliness, like show your likeliness is different. Like I think your music right and your likeliness, I think that's all like ownership. I think that's split. You know, I don't think because someone can buy my masters, but they're not buying my likeliness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I could still make money like playing a show because. The person just bought my music rights, my master.
So that's okay. So that
I'm not in a 360 deal with this person.
That adds an obstacle in this equation that we're going through right now.
A label's buying your likeliness.
You're not making money off music. You're still making money off shows.
Right.
Merchandise.
Okay, and then let's say now because I'm pretty sure they did something with your music now, but you don't own the rights to it. Now you're making like a good let's say a 200 grand per show, which you consider.
That's what I'm
it
saying.
now.
Like, think of it like this: someone came up to you and was like, "Hey,
It's the bigger picture.
music income,
Mine.
10 million flat fee. Here you go." But royalties, like masters, music, that's all mine. But everything else, like you can still make money. So like, you pretty much just gave you $10 million for like your music, like
Yeah.
just for your music. But like performance wise, like likeliness, like you could still like create financial opportunities with that.
Basically, you just said someone was licensing out your music.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You literally just sold all of your
No
catalog
one's gonna do
to,
that shit.
you know what I'm saying? No, well, yeah, but
No one's
For
gonna
sure.
build you up and not let you get away with that shit. I don't think. I don't think a label is gonna be like, yeah, we'll lease this money, we'll lease these tracks.
You think they're taking his show money?
Hell nah.
That's not. No, they,
Oh.
No,
they're
but that's
not-
what-
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like they're not gonna just throw $10 million at you and say I only want your songs for this amount of years. They want something
Forever.
more. Yeah, they're gonna want something more indefinite. What's the word that? Oh, this is a word every artist I heard you just got to stay away from if you hear it in a contract. For perpetuity, you never want to hear that shit in a contract. For perpetuity means forever. Like it doesn't stop. Like if that's in a contract, I guess you should stay away from it because that's what these labels are looking for. They're looking for
they want to lock these artists in 360 deals.
They want to make money forever.
They want to own the likeliness of handle. Dude. We're still podcasting, bro. We got you.
Oh.
Handle. But yeah, man, these labels, that's how they make their money. It's pretty much holding the rights on not just the music, but on the whole image of like it's crazy. Like as an artist, you hold rights to I didn't realize that we hold a lot of rights to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's like our rights to our likeliness, our rights to our music, our rights to our marketing image.
Yeah.
It's kind of linked to likeliness, right? But like I didn't realize there's just so many like rights that we have as artists that's like attached to our art and
Yeah.
like our image that we could license out and like, you know, create some sort of income for us as music artists or even just like, you know, as a performer in general. You know, it's just business wise, there's just so many things that you could learn and like, you know, be able to like just help yourself like income wise and making sure that you're informed with like this type of shit and like you're making sure that you're not getting like screwed over on a bad deal or whatnot.
Yeah.
But like I said, like you were going back to Robert, like I was saying, like, you know, maybe like with this track, if they're throwing you this kind of money, like realistically, like without that help, do you feel like you could reach that objective like financially? And like it's just like sometimes you come into a case where maybe taking that deal is beneficial, like at that time, you know, people want to give you a flat fee. So yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro. People buying out a catalog like that shit's for sure like an investment. There's money to it, bro, and especially like, dude, I want to buy Mariah Carey's catalog for sure because Christmas be bumping.
Bro, the fucking Christmas song, bro. Imagine buying that song out, bro.
I can't imagine how many bidders are for Mariah Carey's catalog or just for catalog that has like, for sure, like
That notoriety.
replay value, bro.
Yeah,
Just
that
replay
too.
value and shit like that. Like, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I geek out about this shit, dude. Like I get so excited and thrilled about like how all this shit works.
The
Like
business side.
the
of
business
this
side
shit.
is just so interesting.
It's
so
interesting-
cutthroat,
yeah.
but it's just so fuck. It's so fucking.
It's ruthless, bro.
It's ruthless.
It really
and-
is ruthless, bro. It's crazy
You
how it's gotten now in modern times than it was. Well, I'm pretty sure business has always been business, but as we got more into modern times, it's gotten more cutthroat than it has been.
And it sucks that there has been artists like before us that have had to gone through that experience without knowing like, because we're lucky, bro. We're fortunate that we
have
are able
resources.
to see like cases that happen. And we're like, oh, okay. Like for example, like people hearing the for perpetuity for the first time, they didn't know what that shit means. Like we, you know, people come across this podcast, they're hearing this type of information, like, oh, dude, like this is crazy. Like now we're able to make much more calculated decisions with the resources that we have out here to like go off of these case studies. And you know, big shout out to everyone that you know that you know take the time to do the research and like know
Yeah.
what's best for like their music and their ownership on that.
No, we're just fortunate nowadays to like actually have resources to be able to tackle anything you want. Just not even just production, bro. Like anything in general when it comes to music, you could literally just have your resources to fucking follow through, honestly.
Yeah, man. And honestly, I'm glad that I'm a firm believer right now that it's a independent
Market right now, bro.
for sure. Because like back then, like there wasn't that many programs or websites that really catered to the independent artists. It was really just like you really want like that push, like you have to sign with the major label or be associated with a network or collective that had that pull. And but because now it's much more accessible, the independent like resources for like independent artists, people are now realizing how much more work that is, right? Like to release a song and like, because back, the process was just like the artist just did the creative side and then they let someone else deal with like the distribution and the promotion.
Exactly.
That's something that I learned because my first time releasing singles as Husky, they were actually label releases.
Oh, really?
So my experience with my first singles were I made the music and they took care of the artwork and they take care of the promotion. Mm-hmm. And then I think it was like a year or two after where I started doing independent releases. I started doing like going with a distributor as DistroKid. I started seeing like the process and how that looks and like artwork and like how much more effort and work that goes into like dealing with like that aspect of music releases. And it's a lot of work, bro.
It's a lot of work. A lot of people don't realize this, and I kind of have trouble explaining it because, like, obviously, like, I don't have that much experience at the moment either. But it's a lot of work that goes into self-releasing shit. Honestly, that's why I'm pretty sure that's one of the big reasons why people always like dream of getting signed to some kind of label, because not only are they going to take care of you in terms of releasing, they're going to take care of you in terms of like getting like some kind of fan base attraction, getting some type of notoriety in the scene, shows, etc.
Yeah, because they're not just trying to like get you and like just like hope for the worst, because they're looking just an investment.
That's the cool thing about our scene, the electronic music scene. That's the cool thing about it. People do genuinely want to help you for the most part, get some kind of like platform for yourself and see where you could take off to. Honestly, that's kind of why I actually enjoy this industry, to be honest with you. There are some shady people. We're not gonna like lie about that, but at the end of the day, it is pretty open arms, and they do want to see as many people win as possible. Some people, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, that's how I'm literally just gonna like keep it at most people. Some people are just dicks, honestly. Whether it's like you're a record label or you're just like throwing an event, like you're an event thrower, et cetera, et cetera. There's always gonna be those assholes out there that just want to take it all for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, just be a good person.
Yeah, bro. Hey, luckily a lot of these people. Oh, bro, a lot of DJs are getting fucking canceled now, bro. I mean, I guess that makes room for like all this like new talent that are actually genuine people, right? Hey, what are you doing that for? You gonna get canceled or what, fool? Oh, true. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It makes room for the rest of us. I saw that someone tweeted that shit. Like, okay, like it's cool that everybody's fucking like getting canceled and getting called out for their shit. And now it makes room for all the fucking people that are actually talented and they're not just hoarding off of like whatever platform they had, like let's say like 4 or 5 years ago type shit. And like they're not making it, like they're not doing it as they used to anymore. Mm-hmm. So not gonna name any names, but
I feel it. And it's just so crazy. Like when you see these announcements of like people getting canceled, you're like, damn, like that person.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and then some artists you're like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Like I had some kind of like feeling about this person. I don't know what it was. There was just some sort of feeling, and it's just like,
for real, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, fuck, dude. Just
these good people, man. Honestly, that don't.
It's not hard either.
It's not hard either. Exactly. That's what pisses me off too. It's like I hate seeing like some people that I actually kind of looked up to in a way just fucking like like they're assholes, bro. Like they did this shit. It's really heartbreaking that people are like that in this scene, honestly. And it's crazy because like how we're like bringing it back to like the beginning. I'm seeing this more in like the dubstep community. I'm just like, come on, dude. Like seriously.
And I'm just trying to think like why and like what type of people are people that make dubstep music. But I just think it's just shitty people. Like
yeah, dude, it sucks, honestly.
It's just shitty fucking people.
I was talking, so like I'm in like the trap subreddit Discord, and they were talking about recently like how like everybody's getting canceled nowadays and shit, and we were just talking about like, bro, like It's always just the dubstep community. There might be the tech house ones here and there, but I'm just
Here
like,
and there.
Diplo's not dubstep.
this fool. Nah, but like, I feel like, and the thing, so there's that. Not only that, dubstep Twitter, dubstep social media is fucking toxic as fuck. The crowd is starting to get a little bit more toxic. I'm not saying that dubstep is gonna die or it's gonna fall, but it's kind of looking like people are starting to push themselves a little bit out of that scene and starting to explore more because they don't want to be part of that. But that's just my observation. That's my take and my observation. I don't know about you guys.
You feel like that same sentiment can be said for like rock music and that rock scene?
I don't think so. Because the thing is that I think it has to be which rock scene though. Because obviously there's hella fucking subgenres we could talk about.
I guess, because what I hear about a lot of like, let's say punk shows, right?
Yeah.
And like punk atmospheres, bro. There's always shit going down.
Yeah, there's always shit going. Yeah, it's a punk show, bro. Come on, they're just punks.
Well, I've never been to a punk show. What goes down at a punk show?
Fucking. I mean,
Well, like mosh pits, right? Like I'm
The-
familiar with
the
that. But like, what
moshing.
goes? But what goes down? What goes?
yeah.
I'm asking you guys what goes down at punk shows, right?
I don't know what goes down at punk.
I've never
shows
been to
either,
one
yeah.
though. You know?
I guess people are just assholes.
Or here, I never heard about what goes down though.
I feel like it's what you hear for dubstep times like 10 times 30.
Oh, real shit.
It's just like regular shit. Like this.
Oh, it's just some regular. It's just culture shit.
I
It's
don't want to say it's just some regular shit, but it happens like all the time. Type.
Oh, I get what you're
It's just,
saying.
like, that's just the culture.
On the regular, that's what you mean, yeah.
Like you know the backyard shows and stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah.
You've been to some shows
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that before too, bro. And, like shit's different, you know. Like you don't know what's really going on. Sometimes.
Yeah, you're right on that for sure.
Fuck, man.
But like, I don't want to say that like that's what dubstep culture is at all, bro. It's just a bunch of shady people.
Yeah.
It just happened, like I don't know, bro. Some lame people gave into some dumbass temptations, dog. That's what happened. And like I'm like, all you gotta do is call them out for it, bro. And like you said, let the good people just keep fucking bringing this culture forward.
Yeah,
Like,
though it's natural selection. I'm saying honestly, it really is because it's like, how are you not gonna be a good person, bro? Honestly,
so, think what is the right way to go about this then, right? So, do you continue with cancellation, right? Like these people no longer have no type of platform, they can't do anything, blah blah blah. What then is that the way to handle all of this?
canceling people.
Like, has there been a solution for?
Okay, what do you? At the end of the day, you just want to dissociate yourself from these people, right? Like you want to be able to separate all the bad people from all the good people.
Yeah. I don't wish like any cancellation of someone to the point where they are almost like they lose that string of life of like how they're hanging on to.
Okay.
I don't wish that upon people, but I do like Robert's saying right now. I do.
Like, people should take accountability.
Yeah.
So, what happens if, say that there's no cancel culture, right?
Mhm.
But there still is a whole like we're
Pointing
calling
shit
these
out.
people
Yeah.
right?
Pointing shit out.
Then these people continue to do like this is how I see it, right? These people might still choose to be fucking like these people might still be getting booked places, right? But now everyone knows what the fuck went on,
Mhm.
right? Now if you're showing up to these sets, now it's up to me to determine how I look at those people, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like that's how like I'm thinking like if you're a good person, you're gonna know not to be in a certain area, right?
Mm.
Like you're gonna know like why you fucking what's going on.
Mhm.
Is that what cancel culture is supposed to be? Or is it like not that?
That's a good question.
Because like
I don't-
when I think of cancel culture, I just think it's deplatform. Like everything's just right away. It's not letting everyone know, hey, this is what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
And then
They
letting
jump
it
straight
out.
to fucking like. I feel like the concept of forgiveness has been thrown away.
I don't even care. Honestly, I don't. well, like, I guess I care about forgiveness, but like, it's the whole sense of like,
Obviously,
what
knowing for right or
happens
wrong.
after everyone knows. What do you want to this person to do now? Like, what is the
Own up to their actions, take accountability, and actually show some kind of process
Like,
that they're gonna
and actually adding to what you're saying too, Robert, because you see a lot of these cases where, people do get canceled, and like, they take accountability, and they do all the things that they feel like they need to do, right? Rehabilitate themselves. They need to like put their, and then like, they, like, for example, I'll take an example, like when people like, they do time in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they pay the consequence of what they did for their action, right?
They do their sentence.
It's like, okay, they do the sentence, and then
They had good behavior at jail.
and then and it's like there's no like I guess there's no structure, right? As to like how, because yeah, we're just deplatforming people, but are we actually making, like, I mean, we're doing right in a sense of like we're deplatforming people, so it's giving people like more of a second thought on what to do with their actions, right? And like they're being more like, they're not being dicks and shit, right? But we see these cases where like, yeah, these people get deplatformed, but it's like these cases, like people don't necessarily know what's like necessarily going on. A lot of it's like
assumptions.
It's like to playing the game of telephone, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I heard from this person. Oh, this is what I heard from this person. Like a lot of times there is no evidence too, and a lot of times it's like guilty until proven innocent, right? And it's like
there you go. Going back to what you're talking about a few months ago, guilty till proven innocent.
I feel like
there's just no structure for like to go about like, okay, yeah, we're pointing the finger already. This person's in the process of cancellation. We deplatform this person. All right, this person's gone now, but what have we done? Like,
happens, like I'm gonna be straight with y'all. Cancellation happens after it's a consistent thing, bro. Not when it's one person that jumps off the ledge. Like, it's never when it's one person. It's always when it's been one story, another story. Or you hear one person come out about it, and then you'll hear another thing like, oh yeah, this also happened here. Like, it's never just one story. So this is how I'm looking at it. Like, if you're a good fucking person, like legit straight out, if you're a good person, maybe you'll fuck up one night, right?
Yeah.
You'll have a bad story about you, maybe, but then like no one else will be able to like own up to that shit or anything. Like it won't like connect. Like it won't make sense.
Yeah.
It's only gonna make sense if you're continuously this type of person.
Makes sense.
No, facts, bro. Fact. And you're all right. A lot of times when someone's being like accused of something, it's not necessarily just like one person like saying some shit. It's like a couple people having similar experiences and whatnot. And yeah, honestly, like you just fucking I don't know. I don't think it's like that hard. Like to be like good and be respectful.
100%.
People talk, bro. Like people, regardless if you don't think, people talk, and be respectful, dude. I just think that's important. Be respectful and take care of one another, respect each other, and just surround yourself with people that are genuine.
100%.
And fuck, dude. I mean, I know it's like sometimes like a hard conversation to have, but like it's definitely something to think about, when we're out there. Because I know, especially for me, like, and all of us that they're trying to do like this EDM stuff. We're like out there. We're actually like in the grounds, like at the shows, or we're making the music. We're attending, all this type of like events, and we gotta be we each of us and everyone that's listening and in here, like we all gotta be the example that we want to see out there for sure. So if everyone can do have the responsibility voluntarily, that we all can just like continue to be good people, and like we're all just looking out for each other and policing each other on our shit.
Yeah.
I think that's like we're gonna be closer to like having a much more safer and a respectful environment. Like we all need to just start like cancel culture is good in the sense that there's a lot more of like policing happening. Like,
but your friend group, your circle could do that for you before any of that happens. Honestly, they could just take initiative and be like, "Yo, you need to fucking stop this shit," or yada yada yada, and then it'll make them. They'll either take that advice or they won't. But
yeah, I think that helps. I think that helps out a lot. Like your group of friends, like because again, like Robert does mention, like you could be a good person, and we all make mistakes. Like there could be that one night or that one experience that happens, like a time that like whether it feels like however like severe that is, like a lot of times when people are getting accused of this shit, it's not just like a one example case. It's like several, and it's like nah, like if it's several, then like nah, this is a problem. Like this is an issue that's happening, like on a routinely basis. It's not like
it's a decision you're continuing to make. Like
there you go.
You're conscious of the choices you're making. Like,
are we learning anything? Are we not actually learning anything? So if you guys, I will say this: if you guys are out there, you guys see some shit like sketchy, say something. Honestly, it's tough, but just like don't be afraid to like speak up. I don't think I've ever been in that situation. Therefore, I don't know how difficult that can be, but I know it's. I believe it could be tough, but like for sure, like speak up. Like sooner than later. Before someone else has maybe another experience like that, like speaking up as soon as possible can it helps out a lot. It's tough, but it helps out a lot. Like
facts, bro. Like
it helps out a lot.
If you see a DJ trying to double a house song to a fucking dubstep song, bro, speak up, say something.
Right, cancel this.
Don't let that shit happen, bro. That shit gonna fly out,
bro. If you're DJing after me and you're asking me if you can use my headphones, we're gonna cancel you, bro.
I'm gonna cancel you, bro.
No.
If you eject my USB without holding the button down and corrupt my shit,
bro. Speaking about pulling a USB,
don't tell me this happened to you.
No, it didn't happen to me. Last night. It was
last night.
Right?
Yeah.
Bro, all right, so last night we were at the rooftop event, right? The low end show.
Oh, true.
Tell me why. I'm not gonna say who's they were. I can't even remember who it was at this point. But there was a DJ playing, right? And the other DJ just got done, and maybe the other DJ is like maybe 5 minutes into a set, and the other DJ's like, oh shit, I forgot my USB.
No. Oh no!
My boy goes up there, pulls the wrong fucking USB, dog.
Did it corrupt this shit?
No, bro. Luckily, this never happens, bro. I promise you, this never happens. It got stuck in like the perfect 4-bar loop, like right when the drop hit. So it sounded like this is how
it blue balling.
The audience didn't think much of it.
It sounded like, oh, this is just a long ass drop, and like that's it. I was like, damn, he got so fucking lucky. But yeah, I seen that shit live happen. I was like, I don't know what I would do.
Homeboy got a little irritated.
Situation.
I saw his face.
He did.
I saw his face. He got a little irritated.
Homeboy got pissed.
I mean, honestly, like, yeah, for sure, like, especially like, yeah, big or small, like, just definitely be a lot more mindful when you're done with your set. Just fucking get your USB from the get go for sure.
Don't say don't say.
Don't ever touch it again.
Hey, if you had a banging set, if you had a banging ass set and you forget it, it's all good.
You retire. That's how you retire USB. So like, look, I've been thinking about it. Like how long do you reuse the USB? Like I've really been thinking about it. Like, do I wait for it to corrupt on me, or should I just retire a USB? So I think after I feel like I dropped like the best set I could with the USB, I'm just gonna not use it no more. I feel like I should just do that. Like
some rockstar shit, breaking his guitar.
True.
Some shit, huh? That's the equivalent of breaking a guitar.
why not, bro? Like I don't know. Like, do you want to let the USB go out on you and you just be like, damn?
You go out on it.
There you go.
True.
Maybe some shit. What if you just saw me on my last song, like just rip out my USB, like set gasoline on it and just put it on fire? And I was like, what if I start?
I'll just smash the USB.
Like I'm just stomping on that shit. And I'm just like,
hey, nah, you gotta do that shit. Someone gotta do.
Fuck
You know who I can see doing that shit? Base Tactic. I could definitely see his fucking
stomping out the
dude.
USB.
you know what? Just for fucking giggles, bro. I want to do some shit like that. Just like pull out a fake USB real quick. I don't want to do it on my actual. Like yeah. Like a duplicate.
Just like,
What the fuck? Like, bro, you're opening.
Oh shit!
It's like, bro, you're opening. Headliner vibes already at 9 p.m. Homie, what's good?
Bro, literally all the producers that are they're just like, oh fuck, dude, I know exactly what happened. And it was just like,
It was literally just the bartenders that are setting up. Like that's just like in the proximity and shit. And the sound guy. It's like, bro, for who?
That'd be too fucking funny.
Oh damn, dude, 100th episode. Hell yeah, bro. How we doing on time? We still good?
I think this has been good, bros. We're at 84 minutes. This is
in total?
No, 2 segments of 84.
I think about 3 hours.
minutes.
3 hours.
About.
Yeah, out here.
This is a
Mhm.
good conversation. That's how you know this is a good episode, bro. It was a good talk.
Eh.
Very good talk.
We're done.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that.
Nah. Martian's like, I gotta play Modern Warfare 2, dog. Hell no.
Bro, dude,
Hey, this is trying to go already. Nah, just,
MW2 is fire.
We gotta rank up,
this
fam.
was
Let's go.
screening like, hey, we got a clown war at 10.
The homies are at 55 hours.
Oh shit.
All the homies are at 55 hours.
God damn, bro.
You know, I was like never able to like really get to like fanboyed over Call of Duty because I started playing like Halo 3 around the time when Modern Warfare was popping. So there was that fan base rivalry, right? Like Call of Duty has the best shooter. No, Halo has the best shooter. And I was on the Halo side, so I was always like,
So you
Fuck
now know
Treyarch.
you were on the wrong side, right?
I was on Halo, so no. I was on the Halo side, so no.
I said what I said.
Halo's fire. Halo's a fun game.
I stopped playing Halo though.
Hey, you don't see Call of Duty having a sandbox mode. I'm just saying. Yeah, Forge,
Halo
bro.
having zombies.
Hey, Halo's bringing back Forge though this month, so maybe that's gonna be a lot of
Yes,
users back
sir.
though. I'll give you that.
We're gonna be playing Michael Myers on that shit. Or that zombies too. Oh yeah, MW2 is gonna come back with zombies. I think they're gonna do like the whole thing they do it on Ghost, where they had like the alien things. I think there was titles that got leaked with aliens. Like, remember how they had the whole extinction shit on Ghosts? There was some titles that got leaked in the new Modern Warfare 2 where there's just aliens like from that shit all over the place. So there's a rumor that it might come back. So we're gonna get our own little zombies kind of thing
Oh, that's real cool.
in Modern Warfare 2. Should be cool. Should be fire.
That's all tight. Hey, you guys want to play DJ Hero?
Oh my god.
Fucking with y'all, man. But do you guys want to say anything to close out this podcast? Like announce anything, or you guys have anything coming up?
I mean, I guess you and I could do like a little joint thing.
Oh, we can. Well, yeah. You want to kick it off? I'll let you do it.
Nah, you kick it off, bro.
Alright, sure.
I'll
I'm
step in. I'll step
All
in.
right, cool.
Yeah, I'll step
All right,
in.
well, let's start it off then, because it's coming. This is coming out next. This is coming the week of the release of the EP of Never Want to Leave, and we got a remix from Rami. We got a remix from Valic. We got a remix from Sloth Bear, and we got a remix from Southgate. November 10, streaming everywhere, and we're gonna be premiering Southgate's remix on SoundCloud on November 8th.
There you go. Atta boy.
Yeah. Gotta collect the pre-saves, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Nah.
But yeah, we're gonna do a premiere of one of the remixes. God damn, I keep knocking on this fucking years.
Cut off.
I canceled. Canceled. Yeah, we're gonna be premiering one of the remixes on SoundCloud November 8th, and then all the remixes will be coming out November 10.
Atta boy.
You guys will hear Rami's version on November 10.
Yes, sir. Round two. Round two.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tight.
Round two.
Really excited about that.
Everyone killed it, dude. Honestly.
Oh, dude, I really like the EP.
Everything's-
Yeah, shit's cool.
That shit was
look
fucking
cool.
sick.
Yeah, it's always been real cool to see like the versions come out, and then people fucking digging it, dude. I'm hoping the same results like last time for sure,
Yeah,
if not
hopefully.
more.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's
dude.
always been my goal, dude. Just to get it as many listeners, like,
Yeah.
and you just see how like how many people can connect to like these versions.
Yeah,
I'm
they
really
can't
excited for
stop
that.
me. EP in general is fucking great, dude. Honestly, that
Yeah,
shit
it was cool.
Everyone, we did our shit on that thing, dude.
It's
honestly.
hard, bro. A lot of times it's very hard. It's stressful too, because it puts me in a situation where some people like, you know, I sometimes think of like they might be thinking like, oh, how come I didn't choose their remix for the official? Like, did they think like, you know, like, so I feel like some
Yeah.
people might get into like a weird mindset, but dude, that's always like a hard time, like choosing like the official remixes, because you like to have all the remixes, but like you don't want to like oversaturated and shit. And I always try to I always sometimes like work with like how many like remixes I want to put in an EP. Sometimes it's 3, 4, like I don't know, it varies whatever I'm feeling, bro. I mean, I've seen some artists, they do fucking 30-track remix EPs. I'm like, damn, get the bag, bro. Holy
Who
shit.
just had that?
Nazar.
Who the fuck just had that big ass remix EP? I think it was it wasn't Heckler. It was
Nazar, no?
Yeah,
Space
Nazar.
Shot?
There you go.
The
Yeah, it
Space
was
Shot?
Nazar,
Yeah.
bro. That shit was like, god damn, that shit was huge, bro. But every remix,
I was listening to a lot of these remixes. I'm like, dude, this is like all these remixes are real cool.
they're really good.
30-track EP though, like
God damn.
You know,
30
honestly,
renditions.
you know, I'll tell you guys this. Like my mindset right now, if a label, right now, even like a mid label, big label is like, hey, I want to put your track in a 30-track compilation or 20-track compilation. I'll probably be like, honestly, nah, I'm good. Cause honestly, bro, like the effort is just collectively all going to the compilation. And if you feel like you want more attention on your like track, a compilation's not gonna do that for you.
Yeah.
Like if you want more like promotion and traction for like for what like your song, I think like a signed single campaign for your track will be much more better than. Cause I feel like a lot of times your compilation, your a track that you make that's a single or remix can get lost and like the whole like I see a lot of times happens too. Like
I believe that too.
some remixes they actually do benefit from being like a part of a like compilation like a lot of like underground producers like you know a lot of people they do.
Fat compilation. You know what I mean? Like if it's a compilation,
Like a 6-track compilation.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, 7 tracks, 6
Yeah.
track. Yeah, we're talking about like, dude, that's a 30. These are 30 fucking tracks. I'm like, god damn, bro.
Yeah, cause someone told me like, cause this label that I had released with, they were like, "Hey, if we like signed your track again for like another 30-track compilation, would you be down?" I told them like, honestly, bro, like, nah, like, just because like I know that, and honestly, I always gauge it too with like how I've been independently releasing too. I'm just like, nah, honestly, like, in terms of like actually like attention to detail promotion, I think like. It's not that very effective like to do like a compilation of 30-40 tracks. You know, like Subsidia, I like the whole idea they did with like they busted like a whole like day and night EP, like 50 tracks. I like the idea, I like the concept. I like that I like the catalog idea that there's there's like catalog, but like for the artist perspective, like I just think that like, you know, definitely if it was like a much more of a more focused like single campaign targeted objective, then you know you get much more promotion. But yeah, dude, I mean, just going back to remixes, dude, very excited. November 10.
Okay.
I think I might have one more single to release coming out this year. I'm thinking about it. I may do it, or I may just make it my first single for this year.
I think that I'm on the same page as you. I'm gonna try to release one more song before the year ends. I just don't know if I'm gonna go aggressive or if I'm gonna go fucking like not like not too melodic, but almost like how Good for Nothing was in terms of melodic.
Mm-hmm.
But we will see. I got 2 tracks that I could choose from, one or the other. It just depends on how I'm feeling, and then we'll drop it before the year ends.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Amergosa?
Hell yeah, revamp.
I don't know. I don't think I'm dropping anything this year. I'm still building.
What show?
Fuck it, bro. Yeah, take your
You know,
time.
I know. I've noticed too that, especially like during this quarter, not a lot many people drop music. You know, I feel like a lot of times like the holidays where, especially in the holidays, you know, people are just like more focused on, I guess, like more like other shit that's like not related to music, like more family oriented, or just spending more time with other stuff. I don't know, like something about I've noticed too, like in December, every year, like I've noticed like I slow a little bit more on my releases. Like the first year half, I'm just like trying to have like catalog out, and then I've noticed like in December I kind of started just like I started prepare more for the first quarter of the next year.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I feel like I started doing. Yeah.
All production, just behind the scenes, just gonna let the year go. And
Word.
Just trying to get signed, you know.
Cool.
Fuck
Cool.
yeah.
What about you, Robert?
I'm gonna be just dropping a bunch more like remixes and edits. I have a bunch just saved up, like that I've still been working on that I'm just waiting to drop at this point. But just stay tuned for that. Other than that, an original not coming out probably to the top of next year for sure.
For sure. Yeah, dude. But this was the 100th episode, bro.
The extravaganza.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Fucking thank you for coming through, Amergosa and Martian, bro. Fucking put the respect on both here, right?
Thanks for having me, bro. This is
Yeah.
sick.
Got Rami.
Thank you for having me once again, bro. It's always
Thank
a
you for
pleasure
coming
coming
through.
here, bro. Always.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for coming through. Anything else you'd like to say to end this 100th episode? Spotlight, Robert? Like shit. 100 episodes, bro. We got here, Hemi. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of hard work and dedication for us. Fuck with everyone that's been tuning in.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, especially from episode 0. I mean, it's been 2 years and we've finally reached our 100th spotlight episode. So that's honestly, that's hella cool. That's honestly real cool. We've been doing it every week. Been linking up with each other every week, pretty much. I've had these like conversations with like a bunch of DJs, artists, and not even just DJs and artists, like a bunch of different people that play a role like in the industry, and it's been real cool to link with them here and have conversations that ordinarily we may not have like in a setting like out there like in a show, but like in a controlled setting like this, we could definitely like get more detailed, and it's been real cool to connect with these people like on a first time basis too. Like some people that we've had as guests like we've known for a while, but some people like we've met like there like shit like we've known about like each other like online, but we finally like put a face to a name. Like we actually like come down here and have a talk, and it's been real cool. I mean, Lucid Temples had the segments, guests at Temple. We have Dawn Talks. We have the live sets. We have the spotlight. We'll see what the future holds. I mean, shit, just getting started. That's what I like to say.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I thank you guys all for tuning in. I mean, since the beginning. I mean, especially for all the new time viewers and listeners that are just popping in these past couple weeks or months, especially on SoundCloud. Appreciate the love on SoundCloud. Yeah, we're gonna keep on staying on these platforms. Robert's sleeping right now, so we're gonna end this shit. Yeah, Robert's sleeping right now, so we're gonna be ending this.
The 200.
So, yo, thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Hit the bell alert button to stay notified. Following us on the social media at Lucid Tempo. And thank you guys for tuning in for this 100th episode of the Spotlight series. Appreciate you guys' support, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
To 200 episodes.
Right.